All right. One other way to compare numbers is to use 10 base blocks, and we're going to go over this one quickly, and you're going to have a chance tomorrow to actually practice this with the 10 base blocks in my room. All right, remember that there are 4 different ones. We've got the 1,000 cube, and the large 1,000 cube. We have the 100 flats. We have the tens kind of sticks, and then we have the little ones, kind of little bitty cubes. Okay. In the tens sticks, there are the 10 ones, of course. We've got 100 cubes in this 100 flats, and of course, with 10 hundreds in the thousands, there are 1,000 of these ones in here. Okay. So what we're going to do is compare 114 and 346 using these 10 base blocks. All right, and if we take a look, what we can do is very easily see with the 110s and 1s. Again, we're going to compare from the biggest place value to the smallest place value. In 114, there are only 100, and in 346, it gets a little bit cut off at the bottom, I'm sorry, there are 300s. Okay, and so which number would be biggest in this case? The one that we have 300 in. Also, if you need to see, you have 4 tens compared to 1 10 and 6 ones compared to 4 ones. But you only go to look at these if these are the same. So very easily you can see, starting from the left, that we have more hundreds in 346 than we do in 114. So then you would say, well, which one is greater, 114 or 336? Your alligator is going to obviously be wanting to eat the 336. So we would say 114 is less than 336. All right, so we're going to compare now 235 and 230. All right, now in this case, taking a look at our hundreds, again, starting from the left, well, we have 2 hundreds here, and we have 2 hundreds here. All right, well, now we have to go to the tens places. Well, I have 3 tens here, and we have 3 tens here. Well, now we have to continue on to the ones places. We keep going from left to right until we find a difference. And now we have 5 ones and 0 ones, so we can determine which one is bigger. Either 300 or 235 or 230. So when we are able to look at our comparison, 235 versus 230, we would say the alligator is going to eat 235 versus 230. So in a sentence form, we would say 235 is greater than 230. All right, now we're going to compare 427 and 243. All right, again, starting with the hundreds, how many hundreds do we have versus hundreds in the other? Well, in the first number we have obviously 400 flats here and 200 flats in the other. Okay, and that very easily tells us that the 427 is going to be bigger. I'm going to go ahead and pull up the other numbers as well. 427 is going to be bigger than 243. So we're going to be open towards the 427. And our sentence is going to be 427 is greater than 243. All right, now we're going to start comparing with the thousands plates. 1,243 and 1,225. So this means we're going to have a 1,000 block. How many thousands do we have here? Well, in each one we only have 1,000, so we're going to have to go and compare to the next place. Well, I have 2 here and I have 2 here, so I'm going to have to move on to the tens. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 here and 1, 2 here. Well, 4 is greater than 2. I've got more here, and this is a very good visual of seeing 4 is greater than 2. So I can tell that 1,243 is greater than 1,225. So in this comparison, it's going to be open towards the 1,243 versus the 102,025. So this sentence would be 1,243 is greater than 1,225. Now, if you notice, all this time I have been saying 1,245 and not 1,243 or 1,225, and is reserved for decimal usage, which we will be talking about later this week in class, and we'll have a video more about next week. So we need to be sure that we are only using it when we have a number with decimals. All right, I want you to do the rest of the comparisons. You have a set of comparisons at the end of your notes that you will be doing with cubes in school when you get back tomorrow. If you're watching the video early, that is going to be Tuesday when you're in class. So if we did not do any of these comparisons, that means I want you to do them on your own. You have plenty of space in your boxes in your notes to be able to make any notes. Or if you need some lined paper, you can use some if you have some at home, or use some, or make your own lines if you need to. You have plenty of space. Anyway, I hope you have, I'll be checking these Tuesday morning. Like I said, that is going to be your due date for this video. And remember, write down any questions that you have, and we will be get started and up and running first thing in the morning. See you guys then.